Hello, this video is to go over the critical pieces of information that I think everyone needs to know in order to utilize Lucidchart for making their top-down webs or flowcharts or anything else that they want to do with it here at Lynnfield Middle School. I just wanted to review some of the things that I talked about at the faculty meeting on Wednesday. First is how to get into a Lucidchart diagram. When you're in your Google Drive, you should go to Create, and in that menu already should be a Lucidchart diagram. If it's not already there, you should click on this Connect More Apps link, and you'll be able to link Lucidchart in, but I'm just going to go ahead and start one. So once you do that, it's actually going to bring you to the Lucidchart website, and you'll see this loading page, and you'll want to create a title for your flowchart. Alright, now we're into the Lucidchart interface here on the website. Remember that you have a maximum limit of 60 elements, and that includes items from the flowchart here, lines, text boxes, containers down here, shapes, whatever it is you choose to use. You can only have 60 elements on your Lucidchart. Let's go ahead and start adding some in. All you have to do is click and drag. And what's great is that as you're dragging across the screen, you'll see that blue line pops up that tells you that it's halfway on the page. And if I scroll down, or if I move it down, I should be able to find the halfway line on this chart. Oh, well, it's not set to an 8.5 by 11. So let's leave it right there. And then I'm going to change my title. Now, just like any other text, you can change the font, make it larger. And if you're going to do that, sometimes you might get this little symbol right here which says hidden text. That means your shape is too small for the text that you put in, so you're going to have to grab one of the corners and open it up, and you might just have to reposition it. Once you have one element, if you click anywhere along the perimeter of your element, and you'll see that hash mark there. You can click from it and drag, and you'll create an arrow. And we talked about changing the arrow and the fact that it's curved and the fact that it has an arrow up here at the top. You can change it to straight right here, and then you can change by clicking this drop down menu. You can click to none. That will turn your line straight, and it will get rid of the arrowhead, and then you can get rid of the text, and now you just have a simple arrow. If you wanted to create another shape, you can drag it in, and you see that little red dot that appears. That means that your line will be linked to that shape, which means if you choose to move your line, if you choose to move your shape, they will act as they are connected. So there you go. Those are the shapes. Remember, you can drag any of them in. One of the things that I found useful is bringing in these notes with the curly braces, so that you can use it as extra text inside of your Google Doc. Let's say you're using this for a class worksheet. You can write a note to your students, you could write a note to yourself, and put that in your Lucidchart rather than try to format it into your Google Doc. And remember, that's in the curly brace note that's off here to the left. Now, you've got your Lucidchart. How do you link it to your Google account? Well, if you go File and down to Google Drive Preferences, it'll open up a new window, and it says Google Drive Integration here at the top. You'll want to select the Automatically Sync Documents option, and then hit Save Changes. And you'll see here I actually started a Lucidchart before that I did within the website itself, and it did not automatically sync, so I can click here to sync. So I'm going to let that happen. Alright, I'm going to save my changes. And now I'm done. So I can close this window. The other thing I wanted to remind you about was how to make sure that all of your lines inside one Lucidchart stay the same. And if you go to Window and Default Styles, you can click on your line and say Apply to this button right here, Apply Default to all shapes. Let's change that back. Oh, I'm sorry. Select shape to use as default. This is the one you want. And you'll see how inside this window it changes to a straight line. If you wanted, let's say you messed it up, you wanted to reset, you can hit the reset button and then try again. There you go. All right. That should be about all you need to know about getting into Lucidcharts from their website. Now, how do you get it into a Google Doc? Well, let's go to a Google Doc that I've started. And what you want to do is click on Add-ons. And if you haven't done this already, click Get Add-ons. This will take you to the Chrome extension store and start typing Lucidchart. Hit return to search, and it'll pop up here. And if you have not already added it, there'll be a add button here. Mine just says manage. And then once you've gotten that connected, you can hit close, and then it'll go back into your Google Doc, click on Lucidchart diagrams, and you can click on insert diagram. What it'll do is bring up a side window to the right that allows you to see all of the Lucidcharts that you've created, and you can insert them and put them into your document. So I'm going to click on the one I just created. I'm going to click insert to put it into my Google Doc. I'm going to let that go, and there it is. I think what is great about this option is that you can go back to your original Lucidchart, edit it. Let's say I don't like this one. I want to get rid of that note, and go back into Lucidchart Demo, click Add-ons, Update, Insert, Update, and it will update it automatically. And there it is, changed. All right, please let me know if you have any questions or if you'd like some help getting into Lucidcharts, or if you run into an obstacle. Otherwise, happy top-down webbing.